Dementors. Depression is like Dementors. For those of you who haven't read the Harry Potter series or seen the movies, Dementors are these fictional creatures that basically wherever they are, they drain the happiness from that place and replace it with despair, with a sense of hopelessness. In Harry Potter, muggles, so non-magic individuals like you and I, we actually can't physically see Dementors, but we can feel them. If they're floating above us in the sky, we'll feel this despair and fear and helplessness without really being able to pinpoint where it's coming from. I've been to the emergency room twice because of depression, because of this fear of what on earth is going on with me. Both times that I went, they were really scary feelings. I was asked at the ER by, I think she was doing her residency or placement or anyways, the woman that I saw asked me what was going on. And she was younger, so I ventured a shot and asked, have you read Harry Potter? And she said yes. And I said something like, it's like there's Dementors in the sky and I can't see them, but I can sure as hell feel them. And she understood. Even before that trip to the ER and seeing this person and then being seen by two of the psychiatrists from the hospital and then being prescribed antidepressants and then sessions with another psychiatrist, and really before I had the actual diagnosis of depression, even before that, I was feeling like there were Dementors around a lot. On and off for, I would say, a bit over 2 years, 2.5 years. I think that the Dementor analogy and the fact that as muggles, as non-magic people, we can't see them, I think that is such a powerful way to describe it. You just feel off, and you can't really pinpoint where it's coming from. It's just there. Summer 2014, back when I was 23, was one of the worst times of my life. Because I was alone for a bunch of it in an apartment in Montreal and just couldn't get up, would only get up if I absolutely had to go to the bathroom, or if I was just gonna pass out from hunger. I kid you not. And the act of going to the bathroom or the act of getting food from the fridge was enough energy spent to get me back in bed right after. This one day, I remember I did groceries, and it was like the highlight of productivity for days. During this time, I experienced something that is its own separate thing from depression, but nevertheless is experienced a lot in people with depression. That thing is apathy. Apathy is the scariest thing. The scariest thing. This deep down feeling of whatever is the scariest thing ever. It makes me so uncomfortable thinking about it. Oh my God, I was in a place like that. it's like you don't care, and you're in a way cool with that. During the first year of my master's, so during fall semester of 2016, I had class at 11 a.m. on, on Tuesdays. Yeah, I had class from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. And a bunch of times, I couldn't make it for 11 a.m. I couldn't. Some days I showed up at 11:30 a.m., 12 p.m., some days like 1:30 p.m., 2 p.m. Just walk in late, get a few understandable stares from my classmates. It's brutal, man. Then you look back on your day and you're like, all I had to do today was make it to class at 11:30 a.m. And I barely fucking could. I just want to take a moment to give myself a personal shout out. I definitely recommend giving them from time to time. Like, not to me, like to yourself. I want to give myself a personal shout out for getting through that semester and that first year of my master's with still pretty good grades. I don't know how I pulled it off, but yeah. Shouts out Brian Mihov. Those days when you just can't get up and out of bed, they take a toll. I would hate going to sleep because I knew I probably wouldn't be getting up until the afternoon. And yeah, I would set an alarm, but it was a given that I wouldn't get up when it went off. I had accepted that. And again, really all your energy goes to getting yourself up out of bed. And it's like 3 p.m. and you stumble into the bathroom because you have to piss so badly. And then you put some food in you. And then you start to feel bad about yourself. Because now it's like almost 4 p.m. and you haven't done anything with your day or the day before, and everyone else on this planet is being super productive and accomplishing goals and dreams, and all you've done is take a fucking piss and make some eggs. That's depression. That's depression. I felt so insecure that I couldn't get out of bed. So insecure. Whenever I would hang out with friends, like I was there, but I wasn't. Like, I would be laughing at the joke, but like it wasn't funny to me. The positive feelings from laughter weren't really doing much for me. Depression is not a joke. It's not. Depression is not a joke. It's not because you're too weak or a baby or soft. It's because something is actually up. Whether you're having similar experiences to what I've had, easier experiences, worse experiences than me, your life will start to change when you start to reach out. I don't care. If you feel like going to the ER, go to the ER. Like I did. Like, do what I did. Go to the ER. Who the fuck cares if you think you're overreacting? Go to the ER. You would rather overreact than not do anything. Your friends, your family, your loved ones would all rather have you overreact than not do anything. And if they don't, if they think you're overreacting or decide not to help or support you because they think what you're going through isn't a big deal, then, as is always said, then they're not your real friends. No one, listen to me, no one should decide for you how you should feel. And more often than not, on that note, those people that don't want to help out are not helping out, not necessarily because it's you, but because it might become inconvenient and a burden for them if they acknowledge that you're going through stuff and need help. They're not helping because they don't want you to become a burden on them. Detach yourself from those people, man. From those, fair weather friends. Detach yourself. The ones that love you will be there for you through thick and thin and without a second's hesitation, just like you would for them. But they cannot be there for you if they have no idea what's going on. Reach out. Please reach out. Trust me. Please reach out. And on the other hand, if you just listen to this rant and you might be thinking, well, easier said than done to reach out. I completely agree. I was like that. It took so much for me to acknowledge to myself that something was up, and from there to reach out to people, it's hard. So you know what? Let's flip the script. If you feel like a friend, a loved one, someone, if you feel like they might be going through something, if you feel like they need help, same thing. I don't give a fuck if you feel like you're overreacting. Do something. Trust me, just get in there, see what's up. You would rather overreact. You'd rather it end up being you overreacting than nothing being done. So people who are struggling, if you can reach out, reach out. People who may feel like someone is struggling, reach out to them. Just this two-way openness is, mental health is not a joke. Depression is not a joke. Smiles and, perky body language and everything is great demeanor might not always be showing what's behind that. Reach out. Even with everything I just said in this video, how do you really explain and describe depression? How? It's just, I don't know, it's just, it's tough, it's draining, it's scary, it's apathetic. Honestly, it's like the mentors. That's really the best way I can describe it. It's like the mentors. And some days your Patronus keeps them at bay, and some days it doesn't. And another huge shout out, but this time to my friends and loved ones, and really to anyone who had been a Patronus for me. To all those people who have been my own Patronuses during that time period. Thank you. Thank you. What depression is not? It's not a joke. It's real. Mental health is real. And I haven't really gotten upset or angry really during these videos. I'm a pretty mellow, pretty chill guy overall, but I will say, don't be one of those people who fucking romanticizes depression and wants to have it or plays up like he's struggling with stuff when really he's trying to be cool because, the cool thing now is to be going through depression and anxiety and mental health, and it's the thing now, and it's all the rage now, and it's oh my god, it's so attractive to have personally gone through stuff and made it to the other side. Don't be that person. If you are, fuck you, straight up. Don't romanticize this stuff. Don't romanticize mental health. Don't be that person. Depression is Dementors. That's what it is. Also, J.K. Rowling. Like, let's take a moment. Like, what can you say about her? Just the most amazing woman. Like she had kids and teens and even adults lining up at midnight in costume to buy a book. Just the most amazing person. If I could go for coffee with any person on this planet, it would be with her. Hands down. And just have life chats and, of course, just talk Harry Potter. If I could have dinner with any group of people, it would be J.K. Rowling, Dave Chappelle, Kendrick Lamar, Rick Rubin, Marla Singer from Fight Club, and Sandy Cohen from The O.C. And yours truly. That's the perfect reservation for 7 right there.